You are altogether beautiful, my love. There is no flaw in you. Song of Solomon 4:7. Hello, my beautiful sunflowers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Unbrelievable, and you are watching Unbelievable. In today's video, I'm going to show how I get my eyebrows from looking like this to this. It's really easy. It's pretty simple. I do have some steps in there that aren't necessary, but I like to do just to make sure that I get really clean and precise brow. So first things first, I'm going to clean my brows with some isopropyl alcohol. And I also do this just to make sure don't use a razor, it doesn't cut my skin and it gets infected or I get any razor bumps. And I'm also using a mirror. I recommend using a mirror that has at least 3 times magnification so you can really see up close. Just making sure there's no like sweat or dirt or anything that is on my eyebrows. And so we're nice and clean. I'm going to take my spoolie like this. It came in a makeup brush set. I'm just going to take the spoolie so I'm doing is just combing out the brow. And I'm combing it in the shape that I want it to be in once I clean up all of these hairs. So this next part is pretty optional, but I like to do this because my eyebrow hairs are really long and they tend to grow pretty crazy. So I have to trim them with some shears. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. So basically I'm just going to start combing a little upward so I can see where the extra hair is growing. And I just take these shears, and I've done this plenty of times, so you will notice I'm not using a lot of precaution with the shears. But if you do decide to use shears, I highly recommend you proceed with caution. And just be careful not to cut off too much. I'm really cutting off like barely a centimeter. Like it's very so you can see a little bit of a difference right here. I have some ways to go. Now I learned this trick from my eyebrow threader. I usually get my eyebrows threaded, but since COVID, I haven't been able to get them threaded, so I just use this trick that I learned from the woman that used to thread my eyebrows. So you can already see where it's starting to look a lot cleaner. Next we're gonna go in with our razor. So I have 2 here. One is from Revlon. I got this one, I believe, from Amazon for 2 for like $3, and I got this one 99¢ from the beauty supply store. So you can never go wrong with beauty supply store razors. So I just use these to just clean up the hairs underneath my brow. I'm gonna go in with this razor first because I don't use this one a lot, so I feel like it's sharper than this one. I use this one a lot. It's also a defuzzer, so if you ever notice any like fuzz on your face, because everybody has fuzz on their face, you can use one of these. It's actually called a diffuzzer. It'll help get some of that fuzz off your face. The key to a nice arch is to hold your brow at the point where you want to arch it. So you use one of your fingers and you just hold the brow. See, look at this and look at that. Look at this. See how much difference a little bit of hair makes? Now I'm going to continue cleaning up a little bit at the bottom. I like to get the hairs up here, as you can see a lot of hairs in this little bridge area. So Back in a cotton ball. Ooh, that one burned. Okay, so I did end up cutting myself a little bit right here. That's why it was burning so bad. Like I said, if you use a new razor, they're super sharp, so be careful. I do this all the time, so I'm really used to cutting myself. I like this one. I think it looks good. What do y'all think? Now I have to do this side. This side is my problem child because this doesn't arch as nicely as this side, so we gotta really work with this side. So the key is to make your brows look like sisters and not twins. You don't want them to look identical, but you do want them to look like they belong in the same family, you know? Last step is to get the center, that little unibrow. Y'all used to have unibrow when I was younger. And voila! So for a reference, this is what my brows look like before, and here's my after. I feel like considering that I use a razor and not waxing or no threading, that this looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna go into my favorite part of doing my brows, which is filling them in. I know what you're thinking, like I don't need to fill them in because they're already thick, but I do like to create a more cohesive look at the in the ends, or like the tips of my brows. So I like to use my favorite product, which is the NYX Professionals Eyebrow Pencil, Micro Brow Pencil. And I use the color black. It's just the darkest shade that they have. And it comes with a spoolie. And it comes with a crayon that you can just twist up or twist down. So I start off with the spoolie and just, go back in. I know y'all seen me do this a lot, but this really does help ensure that I've gotten all of the little miscellaneous hairs and that everything's in its place. So I just brush the hair into the shape I want, and then I just do some brush-like strokes. Like that, see how this looks a lot more cohesive than the thinner side. And I just do the same thing on the other side. I don't really focus too much over here until the very end, just because the front of my brows are already pretty thick. I don't want to overdo it, because the worst thing you can do when it comes to brows is overdo them, because then it don't look natural and then it looks like you're just doing too much. And then I just go back into the beginning, just fill in a little bit in the bottom. Not a whole lot, just literally just 2 strokes. And it's just in case I didn't do an even shave. Across, I just kind of fill in throughout like that. Another important step is to blend. Please make sure when you fill in your brows, even before you put concealer on, blend. Please blend. This gives it a more natural look. If you don't blend, then I can't help you. But you see this part right here? You gotta do this. You gotta blend. Because that blends the product into your hairs and makes it look more natural, versus, okay, this person just drew their eyebrows on, You don't want to look like you just drew your eyebrows on. You want to look like these are your natural brows. The key word of the day is blend. Okay, so you can stop right here if you want. Like, you're really done at this point. But you know me, I'm a perfectionist. Everything has to be in chef's kiss quality, top-notch quality. So I like to use some concealer to just make it all come together. We have a really inexpensive, cheap concealer, and that's of course everybody's favorite, the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the color medium beige. This is medium beige, so I use the medium beige. And then this is like a higher end ish creaseless concealer by Tarte. And I'm actually gonna I think I will do this brow with the Tarte and this brow with this, so you guys can see the difference. It's not too much of a difference. I do typically use this one for like every day, and I really only save this one for like special events, going out or something. But if you're on a budget, stick with this one. If you're looking for something a little more high end, stick with this one. Just squeeze a little bit on top. I've used so much of this, there's barely any left. We're gonna work with what we got. And I only squeezed at the top, and then I don't squeeze anymore. I just kind of drag what I've squeezed underneath like that. Under the top. Like that. See, like that? Now I've seen people basically walk outside like this. No blending, no shading, no nothing. Please. If you use concealer on your brows, please blend. Please blend. Do not walk out of your house like this. Please do not. Don't do it. You're doing a disservice to yourself. And so for this brow, we're going to be using the Tarte. This one comes with a little like lip gloss brush type thing. So the application's a little better. As you can see, it makes it a little thick when I use the brush. So I prefer using a Q-tip honestly for this one. But the colors are pretty much the same. This one is lighter though. It's actually kind of a lot lighter than this one, but I did end up using a little bit more on this side. Okay, now I'm going to show some of my best friends, and they are cotton swabs, aka Q-tips. Listen, Q-tips are lifesavers. Let me put y'all on like they're the best. Another optional step, you can use some setting spray. Just spray it on your Q-tip to kind of help the concealer kind of set. But I usually don't do this. I'm only just showing you all for demonstrational purposes. And to be quite honest with you, when I'm using the Q-tip, I'm honestly wiping away most of the product. Like seriously. All right, see? That looks so much better than looking like this. Like please don't walk out the house without blending your concealer. Like you'll notice that you need a whole lot less than you think you do. Spray some more. Sometimes you end up having like a little bit extra on top of your eyelids. If you're about to do like a full face of makeup, that probably won't matter. But if you're not, I highly recommend you just wipe that away on top of your eyelids and around your like whatever you call that area. And boom, we're done. This is it. This is what it takes to get the Unbrelievable signature eyebrows. So let me know what y'all think. Do y'all prefer this right brow that I use the Tarte concealer, or do y'all prefer the left brow, which I use the LA Girl concealer? I'm gonna tell you right now, my favorite brow is this left brow. Like this brow, she is always on point. She just arches and she just does what she's supposed to do. But homegirl over here, I put up a fight with her sometimes. Sometimes I gotta keep brushing her out. Oh, actually one last final step. You can use some clear brow and lash mascara. It's like a mascara for your brows, and basically what it does is it helps keep the hairs in place. So if you, let's say, have to change your clothes or something in the middle of the day and you don't want your brows to get messed up when you pull your shirt over your head or something, it's really great because it keeps them in place. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you like beauty tutorials like this. And just remember to continue to spread peace, love, and positivity, and that you can do anything that you put your mind to. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. We out.